Hello, fellow survivors, builders, and explorers. This is Sypha, and welcome back to Terra Firma Craft. Okay, a couple changes. Lots of wood here, and if we look out here, lots of wood over there. I have been sluicing like a madman, and also going around and exploring other places. And I think I actually have, yeah, I got enough ore here. Look at that, 27 copper, or 27 of these, 23 of these. So I have enough for 3 more tools right now. Pretty cool. I made a second pickaxe, and I made a copper axe, which is why I have so much of this stuff. If you look up in the upper right corner, I also installed a Rhea, however you say it, mini-map. And that was simply to help me keep track of the locations where I found ore deposits. Okay, I also found some sheep over by that green marker over that way. So I got some sheepskin so I can make a bed, which we will, but not this episode, because we have other things to do. We have got to get us a good supply of copper. Also have also killed another pig, by the way, if you didn't notice. Let's see here. I would like, boy, I'd like to take a couple jugs with me. I thought I had another one floating around here somewhere. Don't I? Nah. Apparently I don't. Oh well. Oh, yes I do. Holy cow. Okay. Take a couple jugs with me, just in case. And I want to make a chest to take with me, which I don't have enough wood to do that. So let's go ahead and get that real quick like. Oops. Okay. Put you away. Oh, and we're going to need you, and I'll take you too also. Okay. Whoops. Excellent. Now, let me see here. Okay. I got my pick, prospector's pick. I got food. I have water. I have torches. We are ready to go. Oh, and I forgot, I meant to show you, I moved all my sluices over here. Nice little system, they're all even. I was able to do it really quick like, and I just have to fill these in, I suppose. Okay, it's daytime, these spiders should be cool. Are we cool? We cool? Yeah, we cool. Dum-dum. I hate that sound. Every time I hear it, I still think, danger, danger. Danger, Will Robinson. You can see I've been gathering clay like a madman. Alright. Here is kind of where I determined that I need to go down. So I imagine... You know what I should have done with some of that copper is made a copper shovel. I bet that would have helped me out quite a bit. Oh well, what are you going to do? Okay. Now, I think the best way to do this is to just sort of make a large spiral staircase until I get down to rock. Well, actually, you know what? I can't make a spiral staircase. So I hit rock. Because the dirt will just fall down, so, okay, I'm just going to be clearing out some dirt, I guess, for the next few minutes. Okay, we went down a little ways, but we have cleared out the intrusive dirt. So, let's take a reading with our prospector's pick. Nothing of interest. Okay, good, we lucked out. Medium sample of native copper. Large sample of native copper. Okay. a very large sample of borax. What the heck is borax? Okay. Alright, so what this means is that within a 25 by 25 by 25 area, from, like, say, this block, there is a copper vein. So I am going to dig down a bit. Now, obviously, we know it has to be down because it can't be up. And holy moly, this pick does not work very quickly, does it? Okay, I'm going to dig down a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have descended a few levels. I'm pretty much down below where I was. Now, I should also add that when you're caving in Terra Firma Craft, you're supposed to put up support beams and such. And that is very true, but I think as long as you're not digging up, you're generally okay. So I am just going to try to avoid digging up. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, well, I got to take a reading first. Okay, medium sample of native copper. Now, see how it says nothing of interest? Oh man, the borax is going to throw me off. Alright, anyway, that, those are false negatives, probably. It will never return a... What was that? A chipped amethyst, okay. It will never return a false positive, but it will return false negatives quite often. So what I want to do is go a few blocks in one direction or until I am certain I am no longer getting any copper readings. And that will kind of help narrow down where the copper is. I am not very good at this, and I know this is certainly not the best method of doing it. Okay, medium sample of native copper, so I'm just going to keep going until those readings disappear. And I'm sure I'll be cutting a lot of the video out because this is just really slow going. It takes a long time to chop blocks with this copper pickaxe. Small, very large sample of I'm really curious what that borax is. I hope I run into that. Keep finding gemstones. Too bad they're not really for anything yet. Okay, I'm only getting borax over here, and I don't know what that is, so I'm not interested in it. So this might... Okay, I'm getting... Oh, right there by the torch, okay. That's where I start to get... Oh, okay, I'm getting copper, actually... Clear back here. So what I'm going to do is actually cut a hole right here and place a wooden plank to show that this is where the copper readings stopped. Now, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, okay, 12, and if I go 25 this way and mark it off, and then do the same thing in this axis, this way here, until I, well, basically doing the same thing that I'm doing here. I'll be able to, kind of find the center and dig down and hope I find some copper. Hope is the key word. I am not very good at this. And I've watched tutorial videos and everything on how to do it, and I'm still not very good at it. Here is the 25 mark from there. Now, obviously, I'm still going to be hitting samples of it, but what I'm going to do is change direction, and I'm going to go this way until the copper sort of starts to disappear. Because since that way was the edge of it, and it's 25 this way, I should, depending on how big the ore is, I'll keep hitting copper readings at least 25 in that direction too. So I should be relatively in the middle in this axis here, and I want to find what the middle would be in this axis. And I gotta remember to pop down torches so you guys can see the action as well. Finding some more borax this way. I've never actually come across an area where I'm getting two readings from two different things. So that should make things interesting for me. Okay. Tetrahedrite. Now I'm running into another type of copper. That's interesting. Okay, let me go back until I find copper. I went way too far, but I'm glad I did. I found that tetrahedrite. Okay. Borax, native copper. Okay, I think this is it. Right here, so I'm going to put another plank right here to mark that. I got kind of carried away. And then I'm going to go in this direction and start digging. Hello. What do we have here? What, oh what do we have here? I'm going to dig around it. Ha ha! Check this out. Let's break that. And native copper. How cool. Now, if you've never played Terra Firma Craft, let me tell you, these ore deposits are huge. Okay, I'm digging up right here, but I should be okay, because I don't think that this ore will actually turn into cobblestone and fall on me. So I think as long as I'm standing under ore, I should be okay if I dig up. And we are going to have... Oh yeah, if we right-click, found native copper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see, or try to see anyway, just how big this deposit is. Okay, this might be the edge of it, and it looks like I'm kind of down one level from what would be the optimum level. So this looks like a really decent size deposit. So I am going to start harvesting this guy. And I got a feeling that my bags are going to be full of penny metal very quickly. Ooh. Oh, and it goes up even farther. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. Is that gorgeous or what? Okay, guys, I find myself low on inventory. So, to be honest with you, I'm just going to throw stuff away. I don't need the dirt. I am not going to need all these rocks, and I can always get more. If I need it, I'm throwing these gems away. Yes, I know. It's terrible. Okay. So I made a little path up here. I put my chest down. Look at that. We got over 4 full stacks of this copper. And watch this. Check this out. When we go down here, this is amazing. Doesn't matter how often you find anything in Terra Firma Craft, you still just get absolutely awestruck. So there, you know, goes all the way back that way, and I've been tunneling up through here. Look at all of this copper. Amazing. I seem to be having a little bit of a water problem over here. This goes really close, so under the river, or the ocean, I'm sorry. And pretty close to the surface, so I keep having to plug those holes to keep the water out. And I'm getting greedy, because there's copper back here that I want. I should probably just ignore that for now. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for now, I think, as far as mining the copper goes. Look at this. Look at that wall of copper. It is is beautiful. And I mean, we don't even have a quarter of it. Amazing. Okay, while I'm here, I want to do something else because I'm going to need an anvil at some point, but you have to start off with a stone anvil. And I think that this type of rock can be made into an anvil, but you have to use the raw rock, not the cobblestone. And how you get that, as long as you haven't changed it, is you break all the supporting rocks around, and then this, yes, that guy dropped. So I actually have that day sight. Now, they may have changed that to where you can't actually move the rock to be able to use it as an anvil. And of course it's nighttime. Okay. We made it home safely. And we are about to become copper pouring fools. And fill them up. I have no idea how much copper that is going to give us. But I got a pretty good feeling that it's going to be a lot. Okay, where's my straw? There it is. I am so excited right now. Okay, we got that. Let's grab a stack of wood. And fire. Okay. Let's let that thing burn and give us some sweet, sweet molten metal. Our fire has gone out. Our copper is melted. Let's see what that gave us. Oh, 16 bars each? Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, I'm just going to do this piece by piece. You can see I got some of my tool molds here. Okay, I need to clear off a bunch of stuff on my bar here. Okay, first thing, let's make a scythe. And this stuff should stay liquid for quite a while. Okay. Copper scythe blade. Scythe, whatever. Okay, I've been wanting one of these guys. Check this out. Look how quick that is. And that, my friends, is how you get sticks. Oodles and oodles of sticks. Man, look at that. I had to have gotten like a complete stack, or close to it, just from doing that. Okay, next. Let's fill that guy up. Okay. And let's make our chisel. And the chisel you use to shape things like stairs and that kind of stuff. I haven't really used chisels a whole lot, so I'm not entirely sure what all their uses are, but definitely handy to have. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do the shovel. Oh man, it's so much copper. That is so much copper. Okay, shovel. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Man, I haven't lost one of the ingot molds yet. Yes. No more making a new shovel every 30 seconds for me, guy, let me tell you. Excellent. And I'm really surprised with how well the durability of these copper tools are actually doing. Alright, and now we got a decision to make. Do we make a sword or a mace? I am partial to swords. Sword. Okay. Copper sword blade. Oh, this is what I have been waiting for. I am no longer a sitting duck to whatever wants to come along and kill me. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel very, very, very good. Let's see, what else can we make? We might as well make a mace as well. It's not like we don't have enough copper. So we'll fill that guy up. And mace. I'm not sure if there's an advantage of having a mace or what the disadvantages are. But we will have both, and we will play around with it a bit. Nice. Alright, the other thing that I want to make is a hammer. Let's see here, I think... Well, I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, I was close. Okay, clay hammer mold. And then I should probably do a knife mold as well. Clay knife mold. Excellent. Okay. Don't need those two things right away. What I think I'm going to do is pour the rest of these guys into ingots. Man, I'm running out of room. Okay, and we can just extract the ingots like so. Excellent. And we can actually just stack these guys on the ground. Isn't that pretty? Okay, it looks like my copper cooled down before I could finish pouring it into ingots. I'm not sure if there's a quicker way to get that out of there, but yeah, working with 2 jugs of liquid copper is a bit much. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's downright beautiful. Okay, making a couple more of these tool racks to stick up here so I can show off my beautiful, beautiful assortment of copper hardware. Oh man, that is such a huge boost. Now, the next step up from this is actually bronze. There's a few different ways to get bronze. Over, excuse me. Over that way by where the green arrow on my mini-map is pointing, I found some bismuth deposits. The problem with getting bronze through bismuth is that you need copper, bismuth, and zinc. Whereas if I can just find tin deposits somewhere, I can just use copper and tin. But, yeah, it's something. I found several different places where I can get copper, but, you know, one place with bismuth and absolutely no zinc or anything else. So I'm not sure how rare that is, but it's gonna have to be what I look for. But anyway, that is a beautiful sight. And that is definitely a beautiful sight. Next episode, before I do any more searching, it's going to be time to make some armor, because we definitely need it. Now, normally I would make armor out of leather. That's usually the first thing you do. But I found copper so early on that I'm gonna skip the leather armor altogether and go straight for copper armor. I think you can make copper armor. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it here. We definitely had a very, very productive episode. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you next time.